Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. This is so awkward, dude. End the stream, bro.
Every day.
Members of my family have died at the hands of Hamas, and it has honestly made this one of the hardest situations I've ever been presented. Wait, what? He got VIP tickets, so he was able to come backstage and hang out with us. I had the chance to speak with him for a little bit and thought he was a nice guy. Here he is apologising for taking a photograph of me. First of all, Palestine flag in bio. That's the first part of opinion discarded. Second of all, 19 years old. Third part, black.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Moving on. Wow, it's not, to be honest with you, the annoying thing about this thing I'm going to cover now is this little wretch has deleted all of his tweets. So it's very, very difficult to track it all down. I've managed to do it. I've pulled from Nicholas's Twitter, Koreman's Discord, Reddit. But yeah, he's been deleting all of his tweets and stuff. Anyway, so before we get into this, okay, I need to introduce you to our characters. The first character needs no introduction. It's Ethan Klein. You know who Ethan Klein is. We don't need to go into who Ethan Klein is. Okay? But the second character is a chap we're going to be calling, well, who's called bradtasteinmusic. Okay? So this is the guy here. bradtasteinmusic. It looks like he's just a kind of music reviewer, essentially, right? So he's reacting to music, Billie Eilish, stuff like that. You get the gist, right? Oh. Is he ever going to go Anthony Fantano or agreeing with him here? I'm presuming he's agreeing with him because he's on the soy side. Anyway, in terms of like what he does for content, that isn't particularly interesting to me, right? What matters is the drama. And to put it very simply, the drama is bradtasteinmusic had a picture taken with Ethan Klein, right? His soy audience freaked the fuck out at him. He ended up like deleting the picture and apologizing, and then got into it a bit with some of the commentary guys. It's just insane. The reason it was so controversial that he took the picture with Ethan Klein is because of Israel-Palestine. Ethan Klein hasn't even got that crazier take on Israel-Palestine. He's kind of, obviously got ties in Israel, but he's very sympathetic to the Palestinian stuff. But obviously to lefties, unless you are just 100% saying, free Palestine, you are considered some sort of Zionist, right? And to be honest with you, I don't really know how else to interpret his actions and the backlash other than like a level of anti-Semitism. Because like Ethan Klein, the only reason you would have a problem with Ethan Klein is, to be good faith, it would be maybe because you really don't like the fact that he's not as pro-Palestine as you'd like him to be, but he's pretty pro-Palestine. So what other reason would there be for this backlash when he is as pro-Palestine as he is, Anyway, before we get into that, okay, I want to give you a fuller introduction to this guy, because I think there's quite a lot of good content that he's done, but you're not really going to find it here because it's just his music reviews, okay? Right? But let's have a little look at some of these videos that I've found. Well, I didn't find them. I found them in Koreman's Discord. But let's have a little look. So what's this? Addressing the racism.
Hey, what's up, you guys? It's Bradley here. I just want to make this video really quickly to address the casual racism that's gone on throughout specifically paid reaction streams. The community has been very accepting of many different people from many different backgrounds, many different sexualities, mental disorders. But I feel like when it comes down to different cultures, people just sort of forget that what they're saying could possibly be offensive to other people.
Oh my god, dude. So this video is old. This is from 24th of October 22. So it's quite clear that he is, as Nicholas has pointed out repeatedly, Nicholas Diorio, he's a slave to his audience, right? So he's here apologizing to the minorities because of some sort of racism or something like that.
How do I make money off depressed people?
Don't forget this banger.
Thank you for the bits. I'll take a look. Thank you, the Predator. Thank you.
Now, I take blame for this. I've made content that's very much encouraged People will say some stupid shit like, Japanese music showing up as anime music, or reggaeton is all copy and paste garbage. Another one being there's a lot of Asian hate casually just thrown in the mix as well. I sort of just threw this comment in.
Why does that matter? What is he? Wait, sorry.
Blame for this. I've made content that's very much encouraged. People will say some stupid shit like, Japanese music showing up as anime music, or reggaeton is all copy and paste garbage. Another one being there's a lot of Asian hate casually just thrown in the mix as well. I sort of just threw this comment in because
I mean, I guess I don't like to call it racist is excessive for me. So you're stereotyping a bit by saying all Japanese music is anime, right? But it's not that big a deal. I mean, who cares? I mean, obviously, to me, I couldn't care less, right? I literally don't care about this nonsense, right? So I don't personally care. But, like, it's not aimed at me. But I think for him, he shouldn't need to care either. What does it matter? So some people are making some, even at worst, the absolute worst, tasteless jokes or something. I don't think you need to do this big apology for racism on behalf of the minorities in your audience, This comes across as very classic, like, the white guy needs to look out for the minorities and make sure they're okay. Bro, they're fine, okay? People are not going to care about that sort of thing. I doubt a Japanese person is watching someone make that comment and thinking, oh, I've been racially abused, And also, yeah, if you genuinely don't want those kind of comments, which is a bit gay, but that's up to you at the end of the day, how you run your community. Just delete them, get rid of them, get rid of the people, ban them from your wherever they're posting it. Job done, It feels like you're doing this for the sake of some sort of virtue points from your audience.
Completely forgot what I was trying to say, but this is referring, I guess, to Korean hate, K-pop. I could have definitely done a better job at denouncing this, but admittingly, I didn't really see a big problem with it until recently. A big reason is I've just educated myself on a lot of different cultures. K-pop's a really big example. K-pop was one that I was personally denouncing and just cringing at, having an issue with anything that was K-pop at all on my stream, but just doing more research into the culture, why it's popular, why K-pop's just considered a blanket term for Korean music. Then I started to accept it a lot more, started to see the positives, and I started really cringing at the comments that people were making that I would have probably said a week prior to me actually learning about this shit. The reason I'm making this video today is I just want to move the needle back in the right direction. I believe these people don't have bad.
Oh, yeah, I know this. K-pop, basically, K-pop stands are like brutal on the internet, right? Well, I say brutal as in they're very obnoxious. They're very hard to attend to. They'll like come and reply to you and quote tweet you and argue with you and stuff like that, right? So you've got to have quite a good mentality to be able to handle that and deal with that, right? All super hardcore fans are, but K-pop fans in particular are quite annoying, right? But the thing is, I'm wondering if he's saying this Korean pop stuff is maybe because he doesn't like the fact he's getting a load of grief from the K-pop stands. But, this isn't a race thing. Like, what it sounds like more so is that he didn't know much about the style of music and was dismissive of it broadly. And he's listened to some stuff and maybe likes it. Maybe. Or maybe he is just completely cucking out to his audience. But yeah, I mean, this is just absurd. Addressing the racism. And this isn't a joke, by the way. I know you might think, is this a joke? Is this a meme? Something like that. It genuinely isn't. This guy's serious about this.
Intentions. So I just want to make a video like this to just sort of wrap everything up. To say, hey, this is not behavior that I really like, that I endorse, stuff that I just sort of want to stop. And I believe that that's possible by just sort of saying this isn't acceptable anymore. Another example is VTuber music. I'd say anything that's like Japanese and anything that involves rap as well, being just sort of boxed into, oh, this is demon dice. That's another thing that I've done, and I didn't realize that was offensive until
Oh my God,
someone
dude.
who ended up coming from the VTuber background became a fan of the channel, and they were deeply hurt by a lot of the things people were just casually saying, and I understand why. It's
Okay. This is such a big mistake that people make, particularly on the more soy side, right? When you cuck like this, you're going to be cucking forever, okay?
Welcome to Chud Nation.
It's never a one-time thing.
29 months strong.
Hey!
Legend.
29 months. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. But yeah, he is essentially, you know, cucking out to like, you think you can make a little concession here, a little concession there. You can't, because you give a little concession and then they want more and more because you've shown weakness. You've shown that you're willing to cuck out if people make enough of a noise about it, right? You spread your cheeks once and they'll keep going deeper and deeper. Yes, exactly. You know? Anyway, so we'll get to that. But there's another video that he put out. It's called Addressing the Racism Again. Whatever that is. Let's have a look at this.
Like, I've become a deadbeat. I am genuinely so embarrassed in this community, and I feel like I've become a deadbeat father because I just genuinely do not care about a large portion of this community anymore. A big portion of which exists on Discord, and essentially, you know, will leave a comment here or there that I just am too tired to deal with. Recently, one of my best friends, someone who I've met through what I do, someone who makes me feel grounded and makes me feel comfortable, you know, and helps me, I guess, feel like I'm not completely consumed by my job, is basically being swallowed whole because they want to exist in this community and simply they do not fit the mold that is, I guess, like been conjured up by the people here. Let me put it like this. As much as I like to say, you know, open-minded, community's open-minded, it's fucking not. It never has been. The whole album of the year community and everything, yeah, I'll post a negative review and they'll just be floods, like a flood of people just will come in and put in negative shit. And it could be genuine, you know, it could be people.
Okay, yeah. I mean, this guy has got that kind of aspect that you see with some kind of lolcow type people where they can't help but look and engage with criticism of them. Like, they just can't resist. They can't stop themselves. Like, people are going to say their shit, you know? And yes, it's annoying sometimes, right? But you just got to ignore most of the stuff that you see on the internet is just you know. Oh, hang on, wait. It's not criticism of him. Okay. Victoria seems to know a bit more about this than I do. So what is it then? What criticism is he looking at exactly? He's talking about people making bad reviews of albums. Oh, okay. What, on like YouTube comments or what? On album of the year? So, okay. Who's doing the album of the year? Who's that? Is that another music guy? Oh, website. Oh, okay. And then people from his community are going in and leaving reviews. And he's bothered by that. Is that right?
Who actually are like, wow, I really don't like this. I'm going to give this a negative score because this is how I feel and I want to track it. But there are a lot of people who just will go out and be like, fuck this artist. This sucks. Okay. LOL. And then we'll just...
Right, I understand. Right, sorry. Okay. I literally paused just as he explained it. Okay, I get it. Okay. Okay. This comes down to the kind of like controlling your audience stuff. And I think you can make a statement on it and you can say, please don't do this. I don't support this. And that's about as much as you can do, really. I don't, you know, I mean, obviously we've got a couple of memes around this, haven't we? Attack. But obviously, in all seriousness, you know, I would never want people to, you know, brigade. I don't want people to go and do that because it just makes, first of all, it makes me look bad, which is the most important thing of all, okay? And second of all, I don't know, I just think that's not what it's about, right? It shouldn't be about you go and attack people. So I kind of get like not wanting people to do that, but this guy's got like quite a few subs. You know, he probably had, I mean, it's obviously 10 months down the line, but he probably had quite a big community back then. I don't think you can really control that in any meaningful way. So, yeah, I don't know. I tend to only really care if it crosses like TOS lines and stuff like that, you know? Like if there's like super hardcore brigading, other discords getting posted and stuff like that. But, you know, I think people should just go and do as they wish and don't do something because I talk about it, right? And that's how you can present it. But the way he's presenting it is massive, is like super overwrought. And he's acting like, you know, so depressed about it. I don't know. And chastising his audience so hard. It just seems very gay. Anyway.
Just straight up go and attack people who do enjoy it. And yeah, it's awful. And I can't prevent all of it. And it's hard because I like making the content that I make. I think it's really fun. But I've created a very toxic environment. And my friends are hurt. They are hurt because of it.
I've created a toxic... Yes! I have created a toxic environment, and that's a good thing. I love the toxic environment. Let's go. Toxicity is based.
And my response has been recently, it used to be I used to confront it head on, but the channel is getting bigger and it's just getting harder, and I'm losing patience. I'm dealing with enough shit offline. I'm dealing with my own anxieties and my own problems. And it's hard to do that on top of trying to babysit a bunch of grown adults who simply are completely chronically online, who think that they are in some way like justifying my name by being a complete prick. It's about as awful and as annoying as it sounds, and I'm sick of it. There's been a ton of Asian hate in this community.
Oh, he's bringing back the Asian hate comment again. That must be particularly egregious. A lot of anti-Asians knocking about. Yes, Nicholas. True. Imagine someone like this saying others are chronically online. Yeah, true. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Asian lives matter. Listen, there's one more video.
Yo, Ali,
we've not got to the actual drama yet, but I promise you, this is worth it, okay? I skipped through this, so I don't know exactly what we're looking at. But let's have a little look at this. I'm guessing this is the music. Oh, look, Maury. Oh, is this the music that he was being criticised? Well, people were saying was crap, and he said was crap, and everyone jumped on board on the Asian music train. Is that what this is? Anyway, that's not really what we're here for. Have a listen.
Yo, Ali, 4 minutes ago says, "Hey, Brad, I heard you mentioning a struggle with disassociation. I've been having the same experience for years after a bad..."
Okay.
Thank you, Ali.
Okay, that's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Bing bong, ching bing, ling ming to some chilo go duong. In English, stop the anti-Asian hate, yin yang, symbol, wheel of Dharma, yin yang.
Thank you very much for the super chat.
Yo, Ali, 4 minutes ago says, "Hey, Brad, I heard you mentioning a struggle with disassociation. I've been having the same experience for years after a bad..."
Is he disassociating here now, live in front of us? Is that what's going on?
Thank you, Ali.
Woman coded. Woman coded. Oh my god, dude. No, he's not. Okay, what's happening then? He's thinking. His altar's fronting. Right, come on. Something's going to happen.
Sorry.
Oh. You sorry? Dead air. Soren's taken over.
Oh, look, a song I
Okay,
didn't
that's
listen
wonderful.
to.
But how do I make money off depressed people?
Brad is the kind of guy who wore female body inspector shirts in high school but is now woke.
Very true. Thank you for the $5. That sucks. That fucking sucks.
Smart. Asians #1 music men.
I can just tell from the first few bars. That sucks. It's terrible. No wonder you're feeding red meat to your audience. Oh yeah, look at this shitty VTuber music, and they're like, yeah, this sucks. Where's the rest of the Asian music we can attack? Which, you know, is fine to do, obviously. But then you go back and you're like, oh, I probably should. Don't be mean when you're feeding them absolute dross. Of course.
No, I did listen to this one. Sorry, I just...
Oh. Here we go. Oh. Here we go. Come on.
Bad drug trips are not like... It just... Life doesn't really feel like a movie. You know, when something that...
Oh, God. Oh, no. Chat isn't looking so hot. What's this? Don't be afraid if you need to stop stream, Brad. Your mental health comes first. These people are all mentally ill, fucking crazy people. What the hell, dude? Just stop stream if that question has caused you into a tailspin of mental illness.
Just one of those things you kind of suppress and don't think about anymore to kind of just move on.
Oh!
But
oh,
I'll
no.
Just say...
Okay, that's wonderful.
Bro,
how do I make
he's being slammed with some suppressed memory.
Chinese, me feel great. Please stop all the Asian hate.
Thank you for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it. Keep it coming. First day of the month. We're shilling. We're shill maxing today. We're shill maxing. We're piss maxing. Thank you. Dude, he is having a bad time here.
I started feeling disassociative around the exact same time I had a really bad trip as well.
Oh, no.
And I'm sorry, just the mention of it is kind of just brought it up again, I guess.
But how do I make money?
Oh my God, dude!
No maxing.
Hey, thanks for the super chat. He's having a moment because someone has brought up something that's brought up a memory of disassociation he had off a bad trip. Don't do drugs, kids. Don't do drugs.
You don't need to feel sorry about, because it's really like you did nothing wrong. I really appreciate it, but it's just one of those things that's going to happen. So.
Okay.
Sorry, I'll explain. I used to smoke weed a lot.
It's over weed. Bro, this is like when when Jordan Peterson said that he couldn't sleep for a month because he drank some apple cider vinegar or whatever that thing was. It's the same sort of thing where it's like you're getting like, what? Off of weed? You're having this reaction to weed. Jesus.
And just one day I had like, I'm not going to talk about it, but it was just like, yeah, it's hard. What makes it also so hard about a bad drug trip, like a real one, like a really existential one, is it just feels like you don't know how to explain it, and it instantly feels like it changes your life. And you just instantly feel like you will not be the same again. It's like you feel a switch on your brain turn on. And then you just...
Oh. Oh my God, dude. He's entering some sort of weird headspace.
It's really traumatic.
Bro. This dude is traumatized. Jesus Christ. He's ulting. He's ulting over his bad weed trip. What the fuck?
One second.
Oh. What? Oh, he's crying. Let me move the camera. He's crying, guys. We have tears. Repeat, we have tears. Holding his eyes. as the tear ducts fill with water. Crying tears.
No, I just
over his bad weed trip.
It's just,
Oh!
I'm just.
Yeah.
I'm not.
You
It's not that
fucking
I'm happy
loser!
that you're going through it. It's just nice to know that someone else, like, I'm just not alone in this shit.
God, do you know what it is as well? People that watch, dude, it's starting to make a lot more sense to me why he's appealing to these soys, because he knows that this is going to be acceptable amongst that kind of community, right? But the kinds of people that are going to go and like mock people are not going to fucking take kindly to this. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like getting people being mean. Anyway, dude, this is crazy. Nicholas Diorio in chat is correct. This guy should not be online. This is utterly insane. You should make your little edited videos and leave it at that. You're not cut out for this. If someone mentioning drugs brings you to the point of tears over a memory of some disassociation you had when you smoked weed one time, I don't think it's for you, bro. Okay? You need to have a lot of control at least over what you're doing so you don't get triggered. I mean, he's literally triggered. Dude, it's so funny how he was mocking the political correctness stuff, right? Okay? And here he is, crying. Triggered, literally triggered, because someone's mentioned weed. Oh my God, dude, this is fucking tragic. I can't believe this guy was trying to come at people and trying to mock people from the commentary community when this is like what he's like. It's just absurd. Dude, this is mental.
You know, it's like the
Awkward.
craziest part about all this shit.
This is so awkward, dude. End the stream,
It's
bro.
like every day is hard, and I have to just cope with like the new way that my brain works.
Obviously, you know, right? Obviously, it's fine to be emotional as a guy, right? But then it's like, this is your place of work. Would you go to the office and start bawling your eyes out about a bad weed trip in the office? Like, no, you wouldn't. It's shameful. It's like in broadcast media, it's exceptionally rare that like a presenter will cry on stream or something like that, or cry on their show, you know? Like there's moments of high emotion where maybe it's permissible, like a very limited time. And normally it's a woman doing it, okay? But not a guy over a weed trip. That's mental.
But I don't want you guys to feel bad for me, because it was my decision, and I don't regret it, because it's led me to where I'm at now. And even if it never gets better, dude, I'm gonna be fine. It's just rough, man. It's just a really rough moment in my life.
Oh my God, man.
Oh shit. My Amazon Fresh order is here. It's a good time to take a break. Enjoy this, Maury.
Oh my
Why
God,
are you
dude,
so
no way. My Amazon Fresh orders. That is so good. Oh my God, man. Top tier. Absolute top tier clip there. Brilliant. So obviously that's your introduction, okay? And to be honest with you, I think it's good we had a little introduction there because it paints quite an interesting picture.
That's wonderful.
So, moving on to the drama then. So, what is this? So, as you can see
that's
here...
wonderful. But how do I make money?
Thank you for the bits, Rage Mongerer.
Dergs Adam K.
As you can see here, this is a picture that Brad took with Ethan Klein and Healer.
Okay, that's
right?
wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
I just hit my weed vape and can't stop crying. Should I go live?
Thank you for the $10. Nerd Angle. Probably not. Give that a miss. Okay, so obviously, literally nothing wrong with this, okay? No matter what you think or believe about Ethan Klein's politics and Healer's politics, they are big, famous YouTubers. It's not like we're talking about a particularly controversial political figure, right? They run a comedy podcast, a massive comedy podcast. Totally reasonable that you'd want to have a picture taken with them, okay? Now, you'll notice this got posted and then deleted, right? And you're thinking, why? Why did it get deleted? Now, unfortunately, this guy has deleted a lot of the tweets about this. So, he went to the live show. Oh, okay, got it. He went, thank you, Victoria. Please feed me the little tidbits that I'm missing. Thank you. So, went to the live show, got a picture with them. Totally fine thing to do. No problem with this whatsoever, right? I can't show you parts of this because he's deleted the tweets about it, right? But the long story short is that in posting this, okay, he got a lot of backlash from his fans and from certain communities because he met Ethan and Healer, Israel-Palestine, and they don't like the fact that Ethan and Healer don't have the exact correct take on the Palestine issue. Dude. I mean, so loads of people were like having a go at him for having this picture taken, even though all he's doing is going to the live show of a massive YouTuber and getting a picture taken with him, such a famous person in the space, right? Where people weren't happy with it. So he's issued out a few responses to this. The first one, and I don't know what the correct order is because it's different timestamps and stuff, and some of it isn't dated, but I'll just go through what I've got here, okay? This image made a statement that I did not intend to make. What? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. There was no statement at all. It's just, I'm in a picture with some famous people. That's it. And I'd like to apologize for people who were hurt or upset by this. This is what I'm saying to you about the give an inch and you take a mile. You're apologizing for taking a picture with a famous YouTuber who has got a at least somewhat progressive, if not very progressive, take on Palestine, right? Ethan Klein has consistently been critical of the Israeli government in the conflict, you know, to the point where he's very generous towards the Palestinian side of it. The main reason that people didn't like his take is because he said the attack on October 7th was bad, right? And he was annoyed that people weren't willing to say that and were so focused on Israel when there's a terrorist attack that happened. It's the Free Palestine retards at it again. Yeah, exactly. A lot of this hasn't been documented because obviously it's just his tweets. But originally, before he deleted the tweets, the replies were full of like Palestinian flag in bios having a go at him for it, right? Crazy. Absolutely crazy. I also apologize for my quick response as it was dismissive towards people who care about me and others deeply. I appreciate you looking out for me. These people are not looking out for you. Okay? They're not looking out for you. They want to control you, right? They relish in the fact that they can say stuff to you and get you to do things. The only response to this, I mean, with this is an ignorable controversy. You can either ignore it or you can put out a statement and you can say, I don't give a shit. Ethan and Healer are famous YouTubers. If I've got an opportunity to take a picture of people, I'm going to have a picture taken with them. And I don't care what you think. Boom. Problem solved. But he caved. He caved. So there's some other stuff here too. So yeah. I'm aware that being around Ethan and Healer at the moment is very questionable. Do you... What? It's like mind-boggling to me that you would think like this. Why is it questionable? They're massive YouTubers. It's, you know, he's acting like he's had a picture taken with the reincarnated corpse of Joseph Goebbels. What is going on here, dude? This is crazy. They're just YouTubers with a fairly reasonable take on Israel-Palestine. This has got to be the ultimate sides cuckery I've ever seen in my life. It's utterly insane. I wanted to meet them, despite people's valid criticisms of them, I'm aware this is a bad look, and posting a photo with them upset many people. Not the best decision on my part. It's mind-boggling to me. I struggled to understand what was going on, because I woke up and I saw all this popping off, right? Okay. And I was like, what's the problem here? You know, I saw the tweets about it, and I didn't really understand what the core issue was, because I thought, what has this guy done? And then I found out it was because he took a picture with them. And I was like, what? That's like nothing. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm not sure which way around the statements came, but, you know, he issued these two statements about it. And then also what he did is he released a longer statement here. This is the primo content right here. What's happening right now in Palestine is awful beyond comprehension, and I finally understand why it's been so hard for me to speak about it. I said that I stayed quiet because I didn't know enough, but truthfully, I felt like I couldn't listen. He's released a treatise about his take on Israel-Palestine. Oh my God, this is so absurd. I couldn't imagine living like this, dude. I could not imagine. You know, back when I was mixing up more with the leftoids, you know, I definitely sometimes moderated what I said or something like that, right? But I don't think there's ever a time where I've come out, and I never would have done, I never would, where I come out and dig this broad apology for taking a picture of someone. I mean, that's ridiculous. You know?
That's wonderful. But how do I make money off depressed people?
Thank you, Chud. I work with a bunch of neighbors. They are loud and annoying, so I put in my headphones and Chud out daily. You save lives.
Based. Thank you, Tyler Hall, for the $5. But, you know, this kind of statement is a next level. Broadly apologizing for taking a picture of someone while self-flagellating. Yeah, kneel. Anyway, this part is... Members of my family have died at the hands of Hamas, and it has honestly made this one of the hardest situations I've ever been presented. Wait, what? So apparently I've heard on the grapevine this guy is Jewish, and presumably he's got ties in Israel, which is what this is referring to. I understand why people are upset, and I want to make it very clear that I stand with the people of Palestine. A few people have sent me this. In fact, I'll show it because someone gave me some cash to do it. JStock tweeted this part with this. My grandma got killed recently. I was pretty bummed about it. But I think Hamas was probably more happy she's dead than I'm sad to lose her. The total happiness in the world increased, so whatever. Jesus Christ, dude. That's a banger. That is an absolute banger. JStalk 1, true. The soy bicycle comic, yeah. That caused a storm when it came out a little while ago, but yeah. I haven't talked to many of my family members in months because they believe that Israel's horrific actions are justified. I know they're not. Israel is committing the G word against the Palestinian people. So, you've got family, right? Family. Now look, I am not like a big Israel guy, okay? Despite what some people like to say about me. But I'm genuinely not. And I share the concerns of people about their actions like that. But it's like, if I had family in Israel, I would totally understand that they would probably be foaming at the mouth over what had happened. Like, the country had a terrorist attack perpetuated against them. Of course, a lot of people are going to be supportive of a strong response. That's not that crazy, you know? So you're like not engaging with your family because of a political disagreement when there's an easily understandable reasoning as to why they think that way about it. It's just crazy to me. Yeah, throwing your family under the bus to appease online freaks. Mental. I'm going to... Oh my God, dude. Hey, Lyrics, how's it going? Sacrificed his family for the sake of saving his career. Please accept this offering. It's madness. Even in terms of how crazy it is to do this kind of response to the broad internet like this, it's taking it to another level when you're bringing your family into it and throwing them under the bus too. Crazy. I'm going to do my best to keep educating myself and to listen to Palestinian voices. And I hope you guys are able to be patient with me as I genuinely try to learn. I also want to thank the people in my community whose collective outcry helped break me out of my harmful mindsets. Oh my God. Dude, you sound like you're being held hostage. Yes, correct. Precisely right. It's like he's got a couple of fucking, you know, Hamas members with the hoods on with a fucking blade to his throat as he reads a pre-prepared statement to the camera. Oh my God. Insane. Utterly insane. Okay. So, needless to say, what have we got here? So, in the midst of this, we're going to get to, because Ethan Klein responded on, I believe, an Instagram story about this. But the other thing that was pretty kind of mind-boggling to me is this guy is a totally pathetic, spineless freak. But then he started to go after people that were mocking him, like Turkey Tom. So Turkey Tom, you know, basically the thing where you quote tweet and copy the text to mock them, right? And then Brad, like, got a bit tasty with Turkey Tom. Obviously deleted it because he's a pussy. We literally laugh about you behind your back. You have no real friends. So this guy is like throwing his family under the bus in a wretched, despicable attempt to placate the retards online, the pro-Palestine retards on the internet. But he's going after Turkey Tom. Presumably doing so. To be fair, Turkey Tom is a 4chan troll. Oh my God. How have you managed to watch this stream? You must be some sort of retard. You're in the wrong place. You're taking a wrong turn. Okay? Reddit is down the hall and to the left. Okay? But yeah, why on earth would you, like, go at someone when you are so sensitive? I don't get it. It's like you're opening yourself up to attacks from people who are going to go quite hard on you, right? You know, Turkey Tom and other commentary guys, not me, my community is fucking wonderful, okay? But other people have got terrible communities that will just come after you and be very vicious. And you're opening yourself up to that by being so aggressive. And it just feels like you're doing it as a kind of signal to the woke soys that support you of, oh yeah, look, I'm going after the bad guy that you don't like, you know? So very cringe behavior. And kind of, it's like cry bully type behavior, really, you know? Anyway, Nicholas Diorio, thankfully, has documented the response from Ethan Klein, which we're going to go over now. And he had some pretty harsh words about the whole situation. Okay. So we've got, you know, Brad's tweet here about the situation, right? Okay. This is Brad. Someone on the crew was kind enough to get him VIP tickets. Oh my God. So it wasn't like he just bought a ticket, like, out of nothing. He got VIP tickets. He got VIP tickets, so he was able to come backstage and hang out with us. I had the chance to speak with him for a little bit and thought he was a nice guy. Here he is apologizing for taking a photograph with me. I mean, when you put it like that in such simple terms, it really highlights the absurdity of it, right? Apologizing for taking a photograph with a famous YouTube personality who doesn't have particularly egregious views, is quite progressive. I mean, it's just nuts. It's totally nuts. So, moving on. Oh, yeah, and then his comment here about it being bad to be around them, we looked at. Because I'm a Zionist, And that is true. So a lot of people that you can't, it's difficult to track it down because he deleted the tweets about it. Obviously, you need to go and look at the people that tweeted it. But basically, he was inundated with a load of Palestinian flag and biotypes who were calling him out for associating with a Zionist and all the, like an anti-Palestine person and so on, right? Because I'm a Zionist, what does this even mean? To those that use the word as an insult, it simply means anyone that believes Israel has the right to continue to exist. According to recent polling, this would include 90% of the world's Jewish population. That means that Brad here would need to apologize for taking a photograph with 9 out of 10 Jews. Oh, true. True. It does. Look, I've spoken about this for a long time, even years ago. I was talking about how these lefties will use the word Zionist, but they don't mean it in a particularly specific way. A Jewish person who is somewhat interested in, you know, defending some aspects of Israel is labeled as a Zionist, you know? Like any person that is in any way defensive of Israel, even in reasonable grounds, is called a Zionist. It's insane. Like, it's undeniable that there is a problem with anti-Semitism on the left centered around this. It is just undeniable. You know? So yeah, I really do agree that a lot of the anger is not reasonable, because Ethan Klein does have a totally reasonable position on the conflict, and it is just because he is Jewish and he doesn't have the full 100% without question Palestine take that they have. Basically, he's not being critical enough of Israel for the lefties' liking, right? Oh, here we go. Oh, look, see? We got an example. This is exactly what I was talking about. The Palestine flag in bio responses. Right. Here's the thing as well, okay? Why are you, as a content creator, forget the mob stuff and being people coming for you, why are you engaging with Kaiser DTM_1, who is probably some fucking shitter who doesn't go outside, who spends all his time on Twitter moaning about Palestine and probably gets anxiety calling up to order a fucking pizza? Who cares what Kaiser thinks? Fuck Kaiser. Kaiser's a fucking retard, okay? Literally not even worth spending the time reading his fucking take. And you're engaging with him on Twitter. Dude. Tell him to fucking phone you up and talk to you about it. He won't be able to. Too anxiety riddled. Hello? I wanted to... Oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Bro, that's what it'd be like with these people. Wait. You know they were problematic and why? Then why would you ever want to meet them? If you knew Ethan Healer was Zionists, Healer herself was in the IDF, why even risk your reputation for that meeting? Bro. Dude. I mean, I like to think what I would do with someone. I just ignore them. I just ignore this kind of take. I mean, bro, you can't let these fuckers control you. They're retards. Why? It's like going to a school where they have all those downy people in and going, right, what should I do with my life, guys? To a school full of people with mental disabilities. What advice do you think you're going to get that's going to actually help you? Waste of time. Don't bother. And then he responds, I wanted to meet them because they were famous, totally reasonable, and had an opportunity to watch a creator who was a pivotal part of my childhood and early YouTube adventures. I had no care for the moral implications at the time. I just wanted to feel cool. Oh my God, dude. Why are you engaging with this? Tell Kaiser to fuck off. Kaiser. Right. What is this? At KAISER DTM_1. Who is this? Who is this fellow? Okay, right. So, first of all, Palestine flag in bio. Okay, that's the first part of opinion discarded. Second of all, 19 years old. Second part of opinion discarded. Third part, black.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Moving on. Pride flag in bio. Pride flag in bio. Okay? Not worth it. Don't bother. Ignore. Okay? Literally not worth engaging with. They've got like no followers. They're a literal humegalo, nobody glup shit or retard. Who cares what Kaiser thinks, bro? Fuck me. Jesus Christ. If I want your opinion, Kaiser, it will be about what fucking Popeye's ordered to get, okay? Other than that, shut the fuck up, alright? Jesus Christ, man. What is going on, dude? So, anyway, Ethan Klein had this to say. Whatever criticism I've voiced for Israel, whatever financial contributions I've made to the people of Gaza, nothing will ever be enough because I, like 90% of all Jews, am a Zionist. I've been on the receiving end of rabid anti-Semitism ever since October 7th, but this one made me especially sad. Dude. I just, like, I get it. Look. Ethan Klein, I mean, I've obviously said about this before. I've covered this shit before. But Ethan Klein has got a completely fine position on Israel-Palestine that is very supportive of the Palestinian struggle and cause and stuff like that. And now, apparently, you know, people are acting like Brad has gotten a picture taken with Richard Spencer or something. You know, it's like they're acting like Ethan Klein is so bad you can't even have a picture taken with him without getting heavily criticized for that. Crazy. Anyway, so that was his response there, and I think we've also got something else here, which I'm guessing is I don't know when this is from, but this is another thing that got deleted, I guess. And then we'll look at his response to this. You're being way too harsh on yourself over this. You met some famous people and took a pic with them and thought it was cool. Not everything is to be tied back to something controversial, and the people giving you shit over that aspect of it are just spewing nonsense. The famous people in question are hated by a lot of people for really strong and dangerous opinions. What, dude? What dangerous opinions? What? This is crazy. What dangerous opinions has this dude got? Has Ethan Klein got? It's a healer. Healer's probably more pro-Israel than Ethan Klein is, but, and, you know, obviously I know, in the IDF and all the fucking shit about that, but, you know, she's not like a frothing at the mouth, hardcore, like, Netanyahu defender, you know? I plastered my smiling face next to them and posted it online. I've become sloppy. I should be more harsh on myself. I'm better than that. It is like he has posted a picture with a convicted child abuse criminal or something like that. It's not that deep, dude. It just ain't that deep. You know? Even if you disagree with Ethan Klein's opinions, is it really that deep? Jesus. So Brad did end up responding, and his response was very cringe and gay. Okay? So here we go. How did Brad even get into this mess anyway? I think this is what we want to be looking at. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, we missed this off. Nicholas missed this off the original tweet. So Ethan Klein had the following to say too. I'm not upset with Brad. I don't blame him for his response. But when your ideology concludes that 90% of an ethnic group are monsters, I think you probably just don't like that ethnic group. My heart goes out to the suffering in Gaza. I pray every day for a ceasefire. I will continue to support Palestine. And then Brad Tay said this. From content creator to content creator, I genuinely don't understand how anyone is supposed to handle the amount of noise that comes from having an opinion. I think I've seen every single side of the situation be mad at me for a different reason. I'm either doing too much or not enough, and trying to make everyone happy is killing me. Don't try and make... You can't make everyone happy. You cannot make everyone happy, right? Don't live to placate the most soy aspect of your audience. You've got to piss some people off. And, you know, I just don't understand why you feel the need to placate these fucking, you know, morons. These morons. that are mad at you for taking a picture with someone. You've got to look at the broad what's happening and think, right, who is offering reasonable criticism and who is just insane? And I just do not see a world where you can analyze that and go, the people that are mad at me for taking a picture with a famous YouTuber are reasonable and I should listen to them. Okay? Yeah, he needs to relax and smoke some weed. Oh, maybe not the weed. Maybe that's not a good option. Just ignore it. I don't know, dude. He could have ignored all of this. He could have put the picture up and he could have just thought, yeah, well, if they don't like that, then they don't like that. And so be it, you know? But yeah, it's the way that he was also trying to engage with people and was doing this very obnoxious kind of like, you know, he was trying to giga chat, basically. He was trying to giga chat at some aspects of this. And it's like, you can't really do that when you're placating the most retarded soy aspects of your audience, you know? It doesn't work when you're bending the knee to some 19-year-old black Palestine supporter who probably never leaves their fucking house that is riddled with autism. Just not worth it. Anyway, I think that's it for this particular drama. Obviously, we may see a response, perhaps. I don't know. I mean, normally Ethan Klein is the kind of person that will fire up their next stream and talk about this. So, yeah. Oh, wait, there's more. Hang on, I missed this. Oh, there's more. What's this? Here we go. I'm still waiting to know what these strong and dangerous opinions are. Oh, yeah. My money's on Ethan Klein responding to this. I reckon he's going to fire up his next podcast and pop off about this situation for sure. And the thing is, I do get the aspect of like, he's obviously placated the retards on this. And then there's a whole other side of people that come out and go, you're a spineless, sniveling little coward, right? And that can be obviously annoying to deal with. I don't know. But it's like, we'll learn from that. Don't be a spineless, sniffling little coward then. Don't be a little wretch. Say your piece. You know? So I'm not really that sympathetic to him getting a lot of shit because he deserves to get some shit for this, you know? Oh, Nicholas has got some more for me to look at. Oh, what's this? Brad deleted this. You're setting a really bad example for Ethan. He read your tweets and took them at face value, meaning he trusts you, and you're trying to egg on the person who you believe hurt Ethan. I'm not replying because I like Ethan Klein. Based. I have no affiliation with Ethan Klein. I have never once spoken to Ethan Klein in my life. I'm replying because you're a pussy. Oh. That's an absolute win from Nicholas. Genius is on Reddit right now. Brad posted a photo with H3's Ethan Klein and Healer. People got mad because of Ethan's opinions. Check the Zionism pin. Oh my god, dude. Literally using a hate subreddit as your point is stupid. Brad apologized and everyone moved on. Dude, this is like such a favorable telling to the soy freaks that were badgering him about it. Then here comes Nicholas Diorio making a big fuss out the situation that was already resolved, or leaving out a couple of Brad's responses. Yeah, Brad keeps fucking deleting shit. What do you expect? This got to Ethan of H3 fame on Instagram, and now everyone is calling Brad spineless for apologizing. I'm most likely leaving stuff out, however. Yes, you are. You're leaving out all the stuff that makes your retard side look bad. Because your side is bad in this. Okay? Anyone that is going to chastise someone for taking a picture is not worth listening to. It literally is that simple. It really speaks to the legitimacy of all this shit. The most of the people who are still mad at him are bum-ass Turkey Tom worshippers, just egging him on because they enjoy spewing insults at people they don't like. Dude, this is why, and I'll use this to advertise the thing, okay? I'm sad Brad deleted the tweet where he said that Tom's friends shit talking behind his back. That was hilarious. Well, the thing is, it's not really hilarious because he's a pathetic little wretch that gets down on his knees for the Palestinian cock, right? And he's trying to act fucking big in other ways. So, yeah, I really do not think it's particularly funny when he's so pathetic. But I'm presuming this is from, what, the drama subreddit, I guess? I'm going to use this as an opportunity to shill this new thing or this reimagined thing that's happening. Okay? Right? So Clipped Live is a subreddit that is for the Goon Squad, the commentary Goon Squad. Augie Blows Blacks and Nicholas Diorio. And they're trying to reinvigorate the subreddit. I think so they can have, you know, drama stuff posted. Anyway, I obviously wanted to just say my piece. I don't know. I want to get this image everywhere. It is so fucking good. Anyway. Anyway. From the looks of it, it looks like already. I mean, I actually used this to pull a couple of pieces of information from earlier, so it looks like this could be a good way of engaging with drama that isn't the YouTube drama subreddit, right? So yeah. Anyway, Clip Live, r/Clip Live. Okay. Are you using your audience to manipulate the subreddit? No, I don't do that shit. Okay. We just need somewhere where there's like a place to broadly post drama that isn't infested with soy H bomber guy retards who jerk themselves off over plagiarism shit. Which, funnily enough, there is a new plagiarism drama that we'll probably look at in a bit. But yeah, that is it. That's the long and the short of it. That, I believe, is the drama. I don't think there's much. There's obviously there's lots of like spin-offs of this, lots of people talking about it and stuff, but this is what I saw that was the most interest drama-wise today. And I think we've not seen the end of it. Just to tie this off, the guy did actually make a further comment just stating that he was done with it. So he said the following. Sorry for starting drama, actually logging off now. Don't put the shackles back on, Brad. Keep going. Oh no. You're a pathetic loser. Reposting because you deleted the previous tweet I put this on. Oh dear. Dude. It's deeper armor, look. You should relax, dude. Might I suggest a good leaf? I think Queeman covered the video yesterday of the weed thing. Oh my god, dude, that's so funny. Dude, there's loads of people. Look, OSINT Defender, aren't they like a fairly big? Yeah, look, they got like 1 million followers. They're getting in the mix too. Jesus. Anyway, look, this guy deserves a bit of grief as far as I'm concerned. But do not brigade, do not harass. I'm not advocating for that. But yeah, like it's clear that he's just trying to please everyone. And when you got disparate groups, it's like one side is saying to you, hey dude, don't be so fucking spineless, stand up for yourself and don't take shit from retards. And the other side is going, you must apologize for taking a picture with someone that I don't like because they're a Zionist. Like, bro, which side are you going to listen to? You genuinely telling me that it's actually good to constantly have to placate the most soy freaks on the internet? I don't fucking buy it, dude. The other side is his audience. Well, maybe he's put himself in an impossible trap where he does have to placate them because that's his audience now. Very, very tough situation to be in. I would recommend that he pivots away and maybe moves in a different direction. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there we go. Check inbox. More deleted. Oh, okay. Right, there's a few more that I missed. See, this is what I mean. It's so fucking difficult. Because he's deleted so many. Yes, I backed down and gave up. Call it spineless, I can handle that. People calling me a genocide supporter is not something I'm fit to ever fucking deal with. You think this makes me happy, cleaning up this mess? I'd love to be able to take a photo and post it normally. Then just do that, dude. Ignore these idiots. Oh my god, man. Damn, I did see this. I quote tweeted this, but it was deleted by the time I went back to it. Dude, I support genocide for a laugh. Who cares? It's just words. Just words, isn't it? Oh my god, man. Oh, I'm so... People are saying that I'm a genocide. Fucking grow a pair, dude. Suck it up. People are going to say crazy shit about you. Just move forward. And this is so cringe as well. You think this makes me happy, cleaning up this mess? I'd love to be able to take a photo and post it normally. This morning, Ethan Klein posted pictures that I assume he got from this specific tweet, which was a small portion of a bigger story. I would have felt upset in his position too. However, he's an adult who has a weak filter for what he says, and real people get hurt from it. There is nothing wrong with being mad at him. I'm pissed off at him, but I also... Dude, this guy gave you VIP tickets to his show, okay? Right? And you have to apologise for taking a picture. This is just him trying to please everyone again. He's trying to please all sides. What an idiot, man. I also know that he and his wife are Jewish and go through hell with trying to stand up with Palestine, while people they know and love will fucking hate them for it. It's a perspective worth understanding. Thanks to those who are actually willing to let me struggle my way through this as well. I'm still pretty pissed off at Ethan for not even looking into this situation before just guilting everyone, but I still want him and Healer to be healthy and happy. Ethan gives you VIP status, says Ethan has dangerous opinions. Yeah, he's, you know, dude. This guy is just completely spineless. Can't stand up to anything. It's just so crazy to me that this person can't see that it's the people that are asking you to delete a picture of a famous YouTuber you had a picture taken with. They're not just the unreasonable ones. That is the take here, right? It is utterly absurd that people would expect you to delete a picture you've taken with someone famous because they don't like their politics. Right? Just completely not worth the time of day. Ignore, mock them, whatever you want to do. But he's totally placating to that side. And then it's everyone else that he's kind of going after, you know? Very cringe. Content creator survival guide tip number 1. You can't please everybody. Stop trying to realize that you can be decent, but don't waste your time trying to placate insane. Yeah, don't waste your time trying to placate insane people. Exactly. But yeah, that is that. Unless there's something that I've missed again, I don't really think there's much more on this topic to look at.